Yo, what's good, y'all? This cool ass Trev from the No Disrespect podcast. I know you're not used to seeing me on this couch, you know what I'm saying? But we had to make some adjustments lately, last few episodes, but don't worry. We'll be back to our normal, regular stage that you normally see us on. So I'm just here to let you know, I got some shit I gotta get off my chest, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's still No Disrespect podcast. Bokeem the Dream, cool ass Trav. And next week we should be having They Love Watching Me, so go to her page, check her out. Hilarious. She keeps it real. You know what I mean? I don't have a haircut, so don't mind the hair. I got mad flavors. So with that being said, like I said, I got some shit I gotta get off my chest. Alright. So how y'all been? A lot of shit been going on. Last joint I did, Nipsey Hussle passed away. I think people still feeling the repercussions of that. I haven't heard no new music come forth yet. So, a lot of people still feeling that how he passed away, all the good things he's done. So him passing away had definitely got me thinking and motivated to continue to do this shit. Because, after a while doing this podcasting thing, there's no rules to this shit. And being that I'm not famous like everybody else, Joe Budden, Noriega, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get the support that everybody else is going to get because I'm not famous. And I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. I understand how shit work nowadays. I put it on my page that genuineness doesn't really mean too much in this era. A lot of motherfuckers is doing shit only because they think, they're gonna go viral, they could use you and shit like that. You know what I mean? Even the actors and the athletes and the rappers and shit, they kick that bullshit about loving the fans and doing it for the fans. They really not doing it for the, they don't do it for us really. You know what I mean? They're all about the money, and I understand that. So don't pump that support shit, and then when it's your turn to support, you ain't with the bullshit. You just here to shake hands and be like, ah, yo, good looking, blah blah blah. I ain't with none of that shit. You know what I mean? It's sad that you can't even have an opinion nowadays without a motherfucker saying some shit about you hating, or just because me and you may be doing the same type of work, I gotta have sympathy or empathy for you. You know what I mean? And it don't work like that, because a lot of this shit that's going on today is whack. Now I'm here to tell niggas, I don't give a fuck. I'ma say what I feel. I stand behind anything I say. You know what I mean? And I've noticed that lately that, let me tell you, I watch a Joe Budden podcast. I love that show. That's one of my favorite joints that I listen to, that I watch. He inspires me every week to continue to do what I'm doing, especially doing it on the level that I'm doing it at. No Disrespect podcast is for the people who are not being heard. You know what I mean? There's a lot of talent in the hood. You want to come to No Disrespect podcast, come through, and we can try to get you some exposure now. Let's work together. That's the shit I'm on. So also, being that I'm in this field, it's my job and it's my duty to tell you how I feel about certain situations that's going on. Now, I like to play what they call devil's advocate and not think like everybody else and have my own opinion, and have my own thoughts. And oftentimes, that gets me in some shit. You know what I mean? Not no shit I can't handle, but it's just like, people can't believe the shit I say because I may not think the way that you think. You know what I mean? That's not who I am. I was always taught to think outside the box, and so should you. You know what I mean? I teach my kids that. But anyway, so this podcasting world, it's a big thing now. Everybody has one. And the thing about it is, you got to figure out how how to make yourself hot. You know, how to make yourself look different from the rest of them, right? And with Joe Budden, he's a retired, rapper. And well, he's a retired MC because he's not a rapper. He's a retired MC. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of entertainers and athletes. They don't like his commentary, him giving his opinion on the thing that they do. But my thing is, when you enter a certain business, i.e. entertainment, sports, anything basically, and you're in the public light all the time, people are going to have an opinion of you. You got to be able to accept that and move on and brush the shit like water under the bridge, because everybody ain't going to like you. That's just how it go. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to like you. And it's not that a motherfucker hating. A lot of shit nowadays niggas is doing is corny. You know what I mean? I feel like one of the people that's really corny today is Kevin Hart. I feel like Kevin Hart is corny. Sorry. He's talented, but I think he's corny. You know what I mean? He does, to me, Kevin Hart still does shit for money. At this point in your career, I feel like money should not be a motive. You know, anything you do, you don't chase the money really, because the money that people offer you, all these big companies offer you, is not the money you're gonna get that your talent is really worth. Let me tell you that now. So you can't chase the money. If you have a dream and you followed your dream, the money that people offer you is not worth your talent. People, they're always going to shortchange you, and they're going to offer you some crazy amount because they know you've never had that amount. And then you like, oh shit, and then you compare that shit to somebody else and so forth and so on, and it becomes like you still doing shit for money when you forget that you doing the shit because you love doing it. Now, I went to school for media and shit like that. I've always had debates with people, especially about entertainment and how I felt about what's going on in the entertainment business, whether that be media, entertainment, sports, media. I'm always for those arguments, you know, because a lot of these niggas here is really corny, it's really oversaturated. I would go live on YouTube, but due to the oversaturatedness of the bullshit that niggas decide to subscribe to, I don't have 1,000 followers. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, you know what I mean? I don't even have 1,000 followers on Instagram. And a lot of this shit I say is the realest shit you could ever gonna hear. You know what I mean? I say what I feel. I'm not with no sucker shit. So when you go to my page, you get that a lot of people don't understand. They think I need to put the normal shit that they used to hearing. And it's not like that. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just giving you my point of view and my opinion on the shit I see that happens day to day. Or sometimes just getting my thoughts out off some shit that I saw and realized that, like, when I say genuineness is rare these days, because it is. You know, a lot of these actors and artists and sports stars, they only come around when they got some shit they want to promote and they want you to buy. Other than that, you don't hear from them, i.e. Kevin Hart. Whenever he got a movie coming out, he want to talk all this political shit, what he promote, what he stand for with. Okay, then you don't hear from the nigga at all when some shit go down and it's time to really step up and help out your community, you know, and shit like that. We don't have, I respect Killer Mike. That's one of the people I respect. You know, he's real, he's honest, he's doing things with his community. Go to his page, follow him. You know, he does a lot for the black community. He's educating the black people on entrepreneurship, buying back your neighborhood, your block, whatever you want to call it, and putting the money back into your neighborhood how it used to be. Back in the days when these drug dealers, they was out there hustling for a purpose, not just hustling to buy a pair of sneakers when they really had to really get out there and do it. And if you was one of the kids on the block that was a knucklehead or tried to jump in that whole drug game because you thought it was cool, them motherfuckers told you straight up, no, this ain't for you, shorty. Nowadays, you got these drug dealers niggas out here hitting you with packs, you know, and fucking up your whole life. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you niggas really can't. We're not built for the law. The law ain't designed to help us out. Y'all should know that. You know, hopefully I'm not going off on a tangent here, but I'm just letting it be known. I got some shit I gotta get off my chest. You know what I mean? So every time, basically the point of the matter is, every time a motherfucker say something and have his opinion on something, it's not hate. It's a simple opinion about how the motherfucker feel. This is why I call this a No Disrespect podcast, because it's no disrespect. It's honest truth. You know what I mean? It's honest truth. We talk, have regular conversation about everything that's going on. You know what I mean? It's honest truth. We just giving our opinion and we telling you how we feel about it. It's not hate. I still go out and I'll go watch a Kevin Hart movie. I just finished watching Soul Plane. Alright? I don't want to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm one of them. Oh, I got black friends. I'm not a racist type of statement. But yeah, I still go out and support Kevin Hart movies. Even though I don't think he's as funny as he used to be. But his last movie he put out, I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely will go see because it's a different type of feel. You know, so like I said, a motherfucker giving you his opinion or her opinion is not hating. You know what I mean? He's not hating. They just saying how they feel about it. So everything shouldn't come off as hate, but a lot of these motherfuckers is sensitive and don't know how to take constructive criticism or just an opinion about some shit like, you know what I mean? With how they feel. Like if I ask a motherfucker like, yo, what matter of fact, I put it to you like this. I put it on my page. What can I do better for No Disrespect to grow and get out there? A lot of motherfuckers didn't comment on no shit like that. You know what I mean? I got a few people that I already linked up with where I'm getting some shirts made, so shout out to Melee and Truce clothing company. They hooked me up with some sweatshirts. You'll be seeing those real soon. Alright? I'm looking into getting somebody who's famous to come on the podcast, but she only really got one story, so I don't know how that's gonna work. You know, and I don't really need that type of energy, so I might just scratch that. But anyway, like motherfuckers, like I said, having no opinion about a motherfucker is not hate. You know what I mean? And when you artists and actors get into this business, expect the motherfucker to have opinions about you, because that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. Some motherfuckers do hate you. Some motherfuckers just don't want to see niggas shine. Granted, that's not me. That's not Joe Budden. That's not Charlemagne the God. You know what I mean? That's not us. We just giving you our opinion on how the fuck we feel. If I say Shorty ugly, to me Shorty ugly. That don't mean she not cool to hang out with. She just not a sight for sore eyes. You know what I mean? That's how it is. So that's one of the things I want to get off my chest. Number 2, T.I. I fucks with T.I. I see what you're doing out there, T.I. I see what you're doing out there. You're one of our newly self-proclaimed black leaders. I don't even want to put the quotation marks, but I see what you're doing, so I respect that. What I don't like is how you approach the Kodak Black thing. Your statement regarding Lauren London and whole Nipsey Hussle. So rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. And I understood where Tip was coming from, right? But at the same time, when Kanye came out with the MAGA hat, you went to him and had a sit down, a conversation with him. Y'all motherfuckers even did a record together. That never came out, but we did see the clip of y'all doing the record together. You know, I feel like you could have approached Kodak Black differently instead of on Instagram Live, where you know once you do Instagram Live and you're a celebrity, it goes viral and people jump on the bandwagon like that. You know what I mean? And we talked about this whole, when the Gucci shit, you know, came about, we talked about stick together, bringing back, you know, boycotting Gucci and putting your money back into the hood. And I'm not saying that you didn't tell the people to stop buying Kodak Black music and stop streaming it, but you know, your words nowadays speak volumes when you're a celebrity. And the way you handled it, I think you could have came off a little better than that. You know, because these young niggas today, these motherfuckers, they too high. They don't listen, they don't hear you. When you speak, they see action. So I think the way you pulled up on Kanye, it's the same way you could have pulled up on Kodak Black and arranged to sit down and told him, like, yo, fam, you gotta do this. You know what I mean? It was disrespectful to talk about that man's wife like that, you know, during his recent demise and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that approach that you did with Kodak Black wasn't a good approach. But I understood it. I'm just saying, that's something I need to get off my chest. Like, when it comes to our people, you know, we gotta be real careful because unfortunately, our people, as in black people, we seem to have become a lot more followers than leaders nowadays. I don't understand that shit. And that's not how our ancestors gave it up. We're supposed to be leaders. You know what I mean? And if you would have just took that route, I think he would have understood you more, and instead of having the resistance that he had to be like, what you saying? I said this, and, you know, I'm just speaking, y'all didn't get it, and just not understanding, because like I said, these young niggas today, these young artists, they don't give a fuck about nothing but a couple of dollars, some jewelry, a little bit of pussy that they getting. So they really not hearing what you're saying, and they not comprehending what you're saying. They just looking at your actions, and they think you came off disrespectful. Now, motherfuckers that got some education, got some goddamn sense, understand like, yo, you went in too fast with the whole Lauren London thing. You know what I mean? So you got to get your shit together. I mean, but to like all the artists out there who have a voice, who people actually listen to, realize that what your voice carries. You know what I mean? Worldwide, your voice carries worldwide, and the approach that you use can have a significant effect on the person you're talking about, especially if it's coming from the black community, because the black community nowadays seem to only really tear down each other. You know what I mean? Like, if you would have said, you know, go stream Kodak Black music because you got a hot ass album, they would have did that. Being that you said what you said, allegedly his streams is down 700%. Who really knows how much that is and things like that? You know, I'm just getting this off my chest. This is just me just venting to you. You know, so we just gotta be mindful as celebrities on how we talk about, you know, celebrities and wanting things done in a certain manner. You know what I mean? So just on that note, you know, I just want to get that off my chest. And what else? What else been going on? Beyonce, shout out to Beyonce. I don't want no smoke with the Beehive. Just give a big shout out to the Beehive. I don't want no smoke with them. Ain't nothing I got to get off my chest about Beyonce. My daughter recently has become part of the Beehive because of her mother, especially that documentary that Beyonce put out. Well, I think it was Friday. I don't know, but I know recently she put it out. I don't know the exact date. So shout out to Beyonce for that. Definitely don't want no smoke with them. I'm definitely going to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. So I'm definitely going to check that out. I know that's crazy. The Coachella, her behind the scenes live performance, her behind the scenes with the family, excuse me, had a long night. My son had his friend over, they stayed up all night playing video games and shit. So, like I said, I know you're not used to me sitting on this couch, but this is my couch. This is still No Disrespect Podcast. And I just had some shit I need to get off my chest. I need y'all to really subscribe to the page, man. I need you to go to the page and subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers to go live and some political bullshit. And if you are one of those computer geniuses and who knows how to create apps and shit like that, I need you to get at me, so we can start taking more ownership. I'm looking to build this company of mine, S&B Media, this podcast that I have. All entrepreneurs are welcome. All entrepreneurs are welcome, not just artists, but all entrepreneurs are welcome. This is what this platform is for. There's no disrespect. Like I said, come through and let us know what's up. You know what I mean? Things like that. And like I said, man, for all the celebrities, your voice carries value. Alright? And just be mindful on your stance on what you do, because we all have a stance on something. But we need to get back into the leadership role that our black people were made for. Not this sucker shit that's going on now where we boycott for a week over some bullshit, i.e. maybe the Fox News shit. Like, we know Fox News is racist. We don't never get mad at the Klan. We know the Klan is racist. We don't get mad at them niggas for hanging motherfuckers. We know what they about. So let's just start. It's time to create our own shit and stop overcharging each other to support our own shit. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm Cool Ass Trap. This is No Disrespect the Podcast. I'll be doing back and forth shit. We'll next week we'll be back at our regular location that we normally in, and when the summer hit, we're definitely gonna be traveling. So let me know where you want me to come and have a sit down with you. You know what I mean? And we can definitely get into it. See, I don't have a haircut, so see, and you see the scruffiness. But yeah, let me know where you want me to pull up to. I'll come through. We can have a sit down. Any borough, any stoop, any car, any corner, any bar. It is what it is. We the traveling podcast. An event you want me to talk to, a studio you want me to come to, check out your album, talk about it. Let's do it. Let's get it going. Also, check out Mr. and Mrs. Bellin's Pillow Talk. Season 2 just started. You know what I mean? So get with it. Y'all talk about that support shit. Support me. You know what I mean? If you want me to support you, I support you, no doubt. Want me to wear some shirts of yours? Let me know what it is. I got you. I'll do that for you. It's not a problem. I don't mind supporting people. I know people don't support me as much as I support a lot of people. And that's fine. I can't expect people to do what I'm going to do, what I do all the time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't move how you move. So, with that being said, man, No Disrespect to Podcast. I'm Cool Ass Trap. I had to get some shit off my chest. Alright? Check us out. More episodes to come. You know what I mean? This is episode 83. Alright, episode 83. No Disrespect the Podcast, just getting shit off my chest, airing it out. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm hating, I'm just giving you my opinion. Alright? With that being said, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Go to my page, Cool Ass Trav. Hit the like button. Hit the follow. No Disrespect Podcast. Hit the like, hit the follow button on Instagram. Show me some love, B. Show me some love. Mr. and Mrs. Bell and Pillow Talk. Go show them some love too. Alright? One love, y'all. No Disrespect the Podcast. Peace.